और कैसे हो यहाँ पे गांड फट गई, but ladies and gentlemen, we got some Battlefield gameplay news to talk about. It is admittedly sad news. We got Vanguard's Disaster. A lot of people have been caught reverse boosting in the game. We also have a first world problem for the PlayStation Nation and the Xbox Nation. We have a lot of people fighting over dumb stuff, so we got a lot of sauce to talk about. Shout out to the big homie Pro Gamer. He just turned 18, so let's go for maybe 18 likes on the video. I know that's a massive like goal, but the homie deserves it. Okay, coming in at number 10. Speaking of our first world problem, you know, without this we cannot live on planet Earth. This is some real tough situation out here. Obviously the homie came on and said, yeah, Xbox Series X in game, and I gotta keep a $150, man. I play on the Sony Ponies Nations, but let's be real, Forza is looking way better than Gran Turismo to my console player eyes. Obviously we do not know which game will be better at the end, but right now Forza is looking like a snag. It doesn't mean that like Gran Turismo is not looking that good, but clearly it is. This is a menu screen, but obviously we got Craig laughing at the graphics out here because you know, Craig used to be that guy. You know, we had Craig in the early days, and now Sony is apparently competing with it, and the homies went in on the crime scenes as a real-time versus menu screen. That's kind of like what's happening, and this is kind of true. But regardless, it is funny, right? It is a meme, but surely a lot of people got caught fighting over some dumb stuff. To compare the in-game à la interface d'un menu à zoom DrDisrespect. If you think that's what gameplay visual looks like on PS5, then you need them eyes checked. Homies dropping Halos versus Uncharted right here. This is a very big problem to have. The Halo one looks better, eh? I'm telling you, motherfuckers, this, okay? If these people were given the opportunity to fight over on Tinder, they will forget about the baddies. They will be like, yeah, let's fight over PlayStation, let's fight over Xbox. This is kind of like where we at as a human species, my guy. But speaking of people really getting mad, people just couldn't cope with the situation. IGN came out. They say that several games, including the 2018 PS4 exclusive God of War, maybe headed to PC. And personally, I'm a huge God of War fan, so obviously this game came out in 2018 on PlayStation, and now we're hearing that it's gonna be coming out on PC almost like 4 years later. As a fan, I feel like that's progress news, because you know what, this is gonna expand the community just like GTA 5 expanded, right? Like, it's gonna expand the community. A lot of people will figure out about this game, and you know, on PC the game will look much better. Not to say that the graphics of God of War are not good over on the Sony Ponies. Like, yeah, the game looks amazing on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro, but on PC we're gonna have better resolution, so I'm all up for that. But apparently the situation here is that people are like, no, it can't be true. And then the homie Gangster in it came out, and you know what, he ended up calling this man from the cope department, because a lot of people are having issues coping with this situation. This is a massive leak coming from GeForce, and IGN says that the data mine also mentions several other games, ranging from games rumored to be in the works, games that were already announced or available on PC, or games that are currently console exclusive. This includes the long rumored Grand Theft Auto Remastered trilogy, as well as PlayStation exclusives. God of War was found over on the Steam because of Nvidia GeForce. And take a look at this list. These are all the games. You guys can definitely pause it and read it. These are all the rumored games that are coming to PC in the near future, and GTA 3, Vice City, and Remasters, San Andreas Remasters are indeed mentioned on the list. But when are we gonna get that? Because obviously they have expanded the release date of the GTA 5, expanded and enhanced to 2022. So does that mean the remastered trilogy is gonna come out next year, like by the end of next year? And if that's really true, when are we gonna get GTA 6, my god? I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, but hey man, a brother would love to get that GTA remastered trilogy. Smash the like button if you agree. I also feels like a brother like you definitely deserve to hear this news, because it got confirmed by the big homie Bad Invasion. People have already figured out how to reverse boost in Vanguard's beta, and there has been a lot of situations. I've seen a lot of gameplay. A lot of YouTubers are publicly admitting, I mean, plain truth, he's the El Capitan of the Call of Duty community out here, talks a lot of sauce, talks a lot of mustard on Call of Duty's Vanguard, and even he's claiming that he's gonna be reverse boosting, and a lot of people are reverse boosting in the game. Do I blame them? Not really, right? Personally, I had really fun times on the beta. I also had really bad times on the beta. It is what it is, right? It's a Call of Duty game after all. I went in with like zero expectations, and I ended up liking the game. But is it like the second coming of Jesus? Absolutely not. It's apparently a disaster right now. Everybody's reverse boosting, and the the beta has been really bad on the last gen consoles. Like PS4, it was not looking good. The jet engine couldn't hold it. And next week, obviously, it's gonna be coming out on the Xbox VCRs, the Series X and whatnot. And if you have the Xbox One VCR, get that console of yours that life jacket, okay? Because otherwise it's gonna be going to console heaven just like that. Take care of your consoles and try to cope with the reverse boosters. It is what it is, okay? Ben Studio also says that want to be part of the exciting future of PlayStation. They're indeed working on a new IP, okay? They say that they got positions open in this month of September, and you guys can actually apply if you want to, given if you have the history, given that you have the experience and whatnot. Shout out to the homie Ellie and Bright for adding me in the situation. And rumors suggest that they're working on a cowboy game. I mean, I would love to get that cowboy game, absolutely. Sony also publicly tweeted this out: a legend remake. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is coming exclusively to PlayStation 5. Shout out to the homie Ellie for adding me in the situation. And that's a really nice looking pony, like holding that 90 score, you know what I mean? I personally do not know how the homies feel about this, but I've been reading all my comments, and a lot of people are really hyped for Star Wars. I personally never played any Star Wars game. I never really watched any movie. Yes, I'm kind of bad. I need to get involved as well. Hit me up with them Star Wars movie recommendations here. But also in the news, apparently the homie Crab, I do not know anything about the homie Crab, but he ended up getting banned over on Twitch, and this is what he has to say. The situation is kind of hilarious. It's sad, but it's hilarious. So recently I was banned because of what happened the other night. So I didn't know when you raid someone, it doesn't turn off the stream automatically, and I went to have a shower, but when I came back to my room to get changed, I accidentally showed my hardware on stream, and this is the reason why he ended up getting banned. I mean, Twitch, come on, man, free the homie up. At the end of the day, we all have the same hardware. I mean, males, they have a particular sort of hardware, and female, they have a particular sort of hardware as well. It's nothing that we have never seen before. Yeah, he might have shown a little bit of the Pepe action, but we also had Alinity. We also had like other streamers that were showing like Bobs and Veganos on stream. You would just hit them up with like a 3 days ban, and now they're like fully functioning on the Twitches out there. I mean, come on, man. Free of the homie, okay? Free of the homie. He needs to be freed. Now, speaking of Battlefield, we're hearing that a lot of content creators are currently playing Battlefield. In fact, I've seen this email. I've sent it to Tom Henderson. He said that he has seen the same email floating around as well, but we're not sure if this is legit or not. I've seen it from the homie gaming guy. I'm not sure if that was that made up or not, but we have seen that. But on the other hand, Tom also came out and says that the first round of creators was playing Battlefield 2042 yesterday. This is separate from the email, so this is legit. Could explain the low numbers because you know what, Vanguard's number has been very low. Like we're talking about the beta, we're talking about the peak moments, and the beta was pulling 1.1k viewers. This is big sag, but obviously the explanation behind this one here is that the big streamers were all playing Battlefield behind the scenes, and obviously there were not many streamers streaming Call of Duty Vanguard, thus showing that the low viewer count. It is what it is, right? And you want to know the big plot twist? Yesterday I was firing dopamine because Tom came out and says that excited to finally see more of Battlefield 2042 this week. And guess what? Daddy's Battlefield came out and just said that I listened to Battlefield 2042 done by Hill Durness. And to be honest, there's a mixed response on the Battlefield mixtape as well. I kind of like it, and obviously this soundtrack was something that they officially confirmed to be coming out on September 22nd. That's like the same day when we're all assuming the beta is gonna come out. That's a rumor, okay? Beta part, that's a rumor, but the soundtrack was officially meant to come out on September 22nd. Ended up getting leaked, and now they are officially releasing that. They really played us hard with that soundtrack situation, and obviously the real question here is that when are we gonna see the gameplay? Obviously there's a lot of alpha gameplay that got leaked out, but we're talking about the beta gameplay. We're talking about the current progress build. If we take a look at our calendar, if the beta is really meant to come out on September 22nd, we can get the gameplay maybe tomorrow, maybe on Thursday, maybe on Friday, maybe even on Tuesday, like a day before the beta on the 21st. Obviously only time will tell us for sure, but check out this video on the screen. Hit the subscribe bell so I can interrupt you every time you're about to score on your crush. Subscribe.